All right, Jason, see you in a few minutes. Well, it's one of the hottest products on the market right now, Cannabidiol, or CBD. There are countless formats to use it and countless illnesses that some claim it relieves.
But how do you know what you're buying is legal under Alabama law? Here's our investigative reporter, Shelby Myers, with what you need to know before you buy CBD in Alabama.
You may have heard of CBD oils, but CBD doesn't just come in a glass bottle. You can have it in your coffee or tea, wear it as a patch, rub it on your skin, and even smoke it. The product comes from hemp, which is in the same family as marijuana, but unlike the illegal drug, you can't get arrested for using it. Or can you?
You know, all I asked to do was be healed. All I asked to do was to be able to have my surgery and move forward. And it didn't work like that. And when CBD came along, it saved my life.
Years ago, Erin Craig was in a serious car accident and had to have surgery for her injuries.
I have a plate and 4 screws.
Still, her pain remained constant.
They had me on 3 Percocet 10s a day, 3 Loratab 10s a day, 3 methocarbamol a day, a steroid. It just got overwhelming.
Then a friend introduced her to Cannabidiol, commonly known as CBD.
I couldn't do the pills anymore. They were going to do bad things and ruin my life. And so instead of going that route, I thought, let me just see what CBD can do for me. If it really works, then we'll move forward. I haven't had a pain pill in so long. I haven't had a muscle relaxer. I mean, CBD helps so many things.
She's not the only CBD believer.
In 40 years of practice, what I do in therapy, I've never seen anything quite as good as this come across my office. It's phenomenal.
Local occupational therapist Terry Brighton studied up on CBD, tried it himself, and now recommends it to his patients, including Jennifer Adkins.
I don't have pain anymore. I sleep better. Everything is different. I don't have the anxiety, the depression that I used to have, and I don't take any medications for any of that.
If you're trying to buy a CBD product, you won't have to look far anymore. It's at many local health stores or places that only sell CBD, like Cannabama in Satsuma and downtown Mobile. Jennifer Boozer is one of the owners.
We have people that come from Mississippi and West Mobile. We have people that drive from across the bay.
So what is CBD? No, it's not marijuana. It doesn't get you high. According to the Food and Drug Administration, CBD can come from marijuana, but it also comes from a hemp plant. Both hemp and marijuana are in the cannabis family. By signing the Hemp Farming Act of 2018, President Trump made it legal for farmers to grow hemp under federal law. But there's still some uncertainty. Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall issued a public notice making it legal to produce, sell, and possess CBD from hemp as long as the level of THC, or the chemical that gets you high, is 0.3% or lower. While Alabama has allowed CBD, under the Federal Controlled Substance Act, it's still unclear as to whether CBD is legal. The FDA has sent warning letters to several CBD companies, and the Federal Trade Commission has said it's reviewing claims made by CBD companies. So with little regulation, how do you know what you're buying is legal, containing that state-mandated 0.3% THC or less? We put it to the test. We sent 4 CBD samples from stores in Mobile and Baldwin counties to a laboratory for testing. We wanted to know 2 things: if the products really contain CBD in them and didn't contain an illegal amount of THC. We tested CBD gummies, oil, a topical, and this, a CBD flower, which some people say looks just like marijuana. According to test results, each product has THC levels below the 0.3% threshold, and were all in fact CBD. Legal under current Alabama law, but it still might land you in the back of a police car, especially if you're pulled over with these and these. I talked to law enforcement officials across Mobile and Baldwin counties. They didn't want to go on camera because they say the situation is still so new. But they did tell me you still can get arrested if you're caught with CBD, especially if it resembles pot. I'm told officers can perform field tests that pick up even those trace amounts of THC, and by law, they still can't arrest you. Now, more sophisticated tests could get those charges thrown out, but who wants to take a ride in the back of one of these? It's why the owners of Cannabama have this backup plan.
A police officer, if they stopped you, they may or may not even be interested in your little piece of paper. But we hope to turn the tide with education that and hopefully they'll catch up with a test that would be able to show the difference between high THC and very low. Right. So that's probably the biggest hurdle for people that are consuming it, and we encourage people to just take it home and use it at home.
Erin Craig, who uses her CBD daily, isn't worried about jail.
It sits in my little ashtray cup, and I wait until I'm getting wherever I'm going, and I smoke. I'm not doing anything wrong. I mean, if I had a spliff in my car with actual marijuana in it, then yeah, I'd probably be shaking the second he pulled me over. But I mean, no. With CBD, I know that you can take this back to any lab, and it is going to come out CBD.
A study done at the University of Alabama at Birmingham indicates CBD helps patients who have frequent seizures. Because of that study, the Food and Drug Administration regulates CBD use for that. But there's no regulation for any other medical use, and the FDA warns buyers to beware when they purchase CBD.